Alright, hello everybody, welcome to IA Command. We've got another looks like my mic's up a little too high, let me turn that down. Alright, looks like we got another 6.2 gameplay here, and this is a playtest game during the playtest season. And we've got Destructor playing against Herbie, and Destructor's on the left, and we've got a bit of a mirror match here, but we're going to get to see the new bib Fortuna in action on both sides of this game. So that's going to be awesome. So on the left we've got, I'm going to turn this down a little bit still. On the left we've got Destructor playing, looks like the new Mandalorian, Rising Phoenix, with Clan of Two. He's also got a elite, let me open it on this screen. There we go, now I can see a lot better. It's got the elite Claudite, let's see, who's that underneath the child? Onar, Greedo, Bib Fortuna, Dr. Aphra, and Jabba the Hutt. He is also running, he is at the top player hand here, so it looks like he's got first strike in his list as well. And we've got Herbie, who is playing a very similar list. Difference it being he's got a regular Claudite, also has first strike. He's got Dengar and Mig's Mayfeld and Black Market instead of Aphra and Greedo. So slightly different list, but a very similar core here. Both players have first strike, so that means both players are going to start with 8 victory points this game, and that's going to allow them to fuel Bib Fortuna's focus ability. And we are playing on the powered perimeter map. This is actually probably my favorite mission out of the current tournament map rotation. I really enjoy this mission, and it's always slightly different, and it makes a lot of fun. Alright, so it looks like Destructor must have initiative. So we're going to go ahead right into it. We've got tokens on the blue and the red signal markers. And Destructor going to start off activating Bib Fortuna. Going to spend a victory point to focus Onar and Mandalorian. I'm going to move up to control the terminal. Herbie's Bib Fortuna also going to spend a victory point, going to focus Mandalorian and makes Mayfeld. Mayfeld also got an update in 6.2, so a lot of 6.2 figures getting featured in this match. We've got Destructor activating Jabba, going to draw a card and focus Greedo. And Claudite going to activate for Herbie. Gives 2 damage power tokens to makes Mayfeld, so that's going to help him use his droid arm ability right from the start. And we've got Dr. Aphra, can activate for Destructor. Going to move all the way up to control that blue signal marker up there in the top. Now we've got Onar activating for Herbie, going to use Rush to push Mando forward 1 space and deal 1 damage to himself and to Mando, which is likely to get healed by the child. And moves up to take position against that door. Not focused, since he does not have the extra focus generator that Destructor has, but supposedly will probably have more attackers available than Destructor does. Alright guys, I said I wouldn't do color commentary. Let's just get through these games. I want to make sure that everybody can see it. Oh, also, by the way, the last game I posted between Morgan and Joey, I had said Joey won that one, but apparently they had 1 more round left to go, and Morgan was going to win at the top of the round there with a kill. So Joey actually conceded. So apologies, there wasn't any indication in the vlog that Morgan had won. It just ended at 39-34, so I just assumed that Joey had won. But thankfully I've got some text chat here in this game log, so I will be able to tell what's going on a lot easier. Okay. So Claudite activating for Destructor. That is the player in the red deployment zone. Going to give some damage power tokens to both Mando and Onar, it looks like. So this is the elite Claudite, so I guess it gives out 3 tokens compared to Herbie's regular Claudite, which only gives out 2 tokens. Alright. Herbie activating Mig's Mayfeld. Looks like he's going to go and take that red objective. Greedo activating for Destructor. Gonna move up to the terminal. That's a great spot for Greedo there, since he can, if that door does open, he'll be able to shoot unobstructed. Dengar activating for Herbie. And of course Dengar self-focuses, so he does not want to be getting a focus from somebody else. So maybe that's part of the not needing Jabba the Hutt in this list. Alright, checking line of sight here. Looks like... So Herbie has ended. Okay, Destructor activating his Onar, who's focused with a damage power token. Gonna move up and right next to Greedo and the Claudite. So Mandalorian activating for Herbie. Big changes for Mandalorian in 6.2, of course. Beskar Spear now being just a 2-dice melee attack, and then also his regular ranged attack in one action. And then Protective Fire now protects whatever figure is overlapping the child. And the child activating going to remove 1 damage from the Mandalorian. Interestingly, not going to overlap with anybody. Just going to stay adjacent to everybody. Alright, so that is the end of round 1, with Destructor's Mandalorian moving up to be next to everybody else. Alright, so round 2, but we're going to do some end of round effects here. So 2 points scored for objectives per player. And both players going to draw 2. Herbie has Black Market. Reveals tools for the job. Probably going to buy it. Yep. So he's going to pay 2 victory points to buy that and add it to his hand. Fortunately, it looks like there's not going to be anything for Afra to excavate this round. So that's 2 rounds that Afra will not have anything to excavate. Alright, and some more stream tokens being added to the red and the blue once again. Herbie changing forms on the Claudite to the soldier form, which is the new form from Season 5 that puts an energy shield token into play. And I don't think Destructor has anything start around. Oh, he's also going to do a soldier? No, he's going to do a scout. So Destructor changing forms to the scout. Oh, Herbie wants to change his. No, I think he wants to switch to a scout as well. So Destructor allowing that little take back. Okay, so it looks like Herbie has taken initiative, or not taken, excuse me, Herbie has initiative here. Gonna activate Bib Fortuna, gonna focus Onar and spend a victory point to focus the Claudite. And then gonna move back towards the deployment zone. Alright, Jabba activating for Destructor, gonna draw a card and focus the Claudite. So everybody's focused except for Afra. Dengar exhausted for Herbie. Opens the door. We're going to get some action here. And he's attacking Onar, who is overlapping the child. But I don't think Mando actually has line of sight back to Dengar from there. So that is a safe attack. Checking line of sight. Gonna play tools to add a green for Dengar's attack. This is a range 1, 2, 3, 4. Dengar does have +2 accuracy, and he's a self-focus, so I think it's gonna be 3 green and a yellow. Actually, that's a pretty good roll. Considering that Onar cannot take a harmful condition, Dengar doesn't really want a whole lot of surges. So probably gonna add an evade here with get down. Yeah, there's the mod. So it's going to take 6. Not bad, not bad. Dengar and Mando both have block tokens. So I'm assuming there's an extra armor in Herbie's list, and I'm just not seeing it. Oh, there it is, yep. So Herbie did have extra armor, so they are going to be very tough to take down. Alright, Mando activating Fork, Destructor. Looks like he's coming up and he's going to do the Beskar Spear, targeting the Mandalorian. And spending a damage power token. Herbie exhausting the child for force exhaustion, so that's going to weaken the attack and remove a die from the die pool. And it's a 2 dice attack, so this is going to go down to 1 dice, or 1 die, excuse me. Although I thought he was focused, but maybe not. So Destructor, gonna get rid of the yellow, so it's gonna be a red. He was focused, so a red and a green. +1 damage from the power token, -1 surge for the weaken from force exhaustion, and Mando spending a block token here. Because this attack is Pierce 2, this is the spear attack. So red-yellow melee attack with Pierce 2 to start it off. And he does have a reroll. Ooh, there you go. So that's gonna be quite good still. 3 damage plus search for +2. That's 5 Pierce 2, so 3 damage coming through. Even it's a spear attack. Sorry, I'm reading the chat. So yeah, 3 damage. Very good. I mean, 3 damage with a force exhaustion. I mean, he did have a token, but that reroll saved his butt. Oh, looks like there was a mistaken reading of protective fire here. So I think Herbie thought that the child or that protective firework covers any space the child's adjacent to. Okay, so yeah, a little bit confusion. Yeah, and of course this is brand new stuff, so obviously people are going to be getting used to the changes, and that's why we're doing this series. Is I want to make sure you guys in the community get a chance to see these cards get played in action and get to learn from other players that are playing these playtest games. Okay, so Destructor so Herbie's saying if he had known how that actually worked, he would have put the child overlapping Mando in this situation. So, and Destructor's going to allow it. So, very gracious play, great community, of course. And the Imperial Assault community is awesome like that. So, all right, so that's going to let Mando use protective fire here. Back on Herbie's Mando, who is weakened. Going to spend, or no tokens, just an innate +1 block. Herbie's Mando is focused, so this is a regular ranged attack. Does have a reroll. So it's going to be 7 Pierce 1. 7 damage coming back. Oh, but Destructor has extra protection. So a lot of these back and forth attacks here with these kind of characters. What is happening? Oh, Herbie also had extra protection. So Herbie should have played his extra protection first. And then Destructor would be able to play his. I'm going to check. I think I remember seeing this on the Slack channel. Fast forward, fast forward, fast forward. So yeah, the way this should work is Herbie's Onar should have played extra protection first. Then Herbie's Mando would use protective fire, because then the attack would resolve. Then Destructor's Onar would use extra protection. Okay, so here's Herbie's attack on Destructor's Mandalorian. Very good roll. And now we've got a card being pitched for Bib Fortuna's illicit arms ability. So planning is getting discarded here to add +1 damage. And that's going to do 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. -2 blocks, that's 8 damage. That will finish him off. I'm confused. Oh, maybe they're rewinding the protective fire attack. Okay, so they're going to rewind that. So they're doing it in the correct order. So this is extra protection. Protective fire attack has not happened yet. So now Destructor's Onar is playing extra protection, and it's going to use it to attack Herbie's Onar. And this is also going to be focused. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Herbie's going to use Get Down to add an evade, so that's going to be 8 damage. And this is all still on Destructor's Mandalorian's activation. Okay, now they're doing the Protective Fire attack for Mandalorian against Destructor's Mandalorian. And so Destructor is using Force Exhaustion against this attack, so it's going to be weakened and remove a blue die. And that's going to be, so weaken, so weaken takes that out, so it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5 damage, unless he rerolls. Oh, he's weakened, never mind, so 3 damage. He's going to reroll. Oh, nice. That reroll is so good. So 5 damage. He could pitch and kill him, I think. But I guess he's not going to use Bib Fortuna there. Yeah, I feel like he could have used Bib Fortuna to pitch a card to kill him with the +1 damage. Okay, so now that's all done. All those extra attacks are done. Now the Mandalorian, Destructor's Mandalorian, who is activating, gets to finish the Beskar Spear action, which means performing his regular ranged attack, and he's going to attack Onar. But he is weakened because of Herbie's use of Force Exhaustion on his child companion. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's a kill. He already used Get Down. And Mandalorian moving back, going to remove the weaken, and he's going to place the child companion overlapping his Onar. So Destructor has not used Protective Fire yet. Yeah. So, okay. That was crazy. So Herbie activating the Claudite, who is a scout, and is focused. Oh no, gonna activate his Mandalorian. So Herbie activating his Mandalorian. Gonna come up and Beskar Spear Destructor's Mandalorian. So this is gonna be a red-yellow with Pierce 2, melee attack. Oh, Destructor playing Bodyguard with Onar. Nice move. So that's gonna make Onar the target of the attack, which is also gonna make Protective Fire trigger here. And that's still weakened, so that's only going to be 3 damage. You can reroll though. There are 4 damage. So 4 damage, and now Destructor's Mandalorian will use Protective Fire on Herbie's Mandalorian. Here we go. And he's going to use Primary Target for this attack. So it's going to add +1 damage and focus. So, players commenting how it is quite confusing having all these extra attacks. Um, but I mean, that's just extra protection. Okay, so resolving the protective fire attack against Herbie's Mando. I'm gonna reroll that red as you do, and again, amazing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 with 2 surges. That's gonna be 9 Pierce 1 against 5 blocks. Herbie spending a block token. So Destructor going to discard Bib Fortuna's new command card for Bib Fortuna's Illicit Arms ability, and when that card gets discarded for anything other than playing it, it gets shuffled back into the deck. So it's going to be a +1 damage. So 10 Pierce 1, which would be 6 damage. Okay, but remember, Herbie, this was all off of the Beskar Spear melee attack from Herbie's Mandalorian, so now he gets to finish with his regular ranged attack. But he is still weakened from force exhaustion. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Will be 4 damage going into Mando. And that's going to be a kill on Destructor's Mando for Herbie. Tying up the score. Since Herbie did spend more VPs than Destructor has on things like Black Market and Bib Fortuna at this point. Okay, hopefully we've gotten through all those extra bonus attacks and we can just play the game, except that of course Greedo is going to activate, but he's got a nice shot here, I think. Greedo moving up. Going to have a shot on Mando, which is going to trigger the bonus slow on the draw attack. So I think Destructor forgot. So he forgot about slow on the draw, so we're going to redo this. I think he can attack Dengar from behind Onar. What's he gonna do? No, he's still gonna do that. Okay. So, slow on the draw. Herbie's Mandalorian gets to attack Greedo. That's gonna be 5. That's gonna be 6 damage he could pitch for Bib Fortuna. That's gonna kill Greedo. So, Bib Fortuna adding a lot to help get these kills with that illicit arms. Herbie's dice have been pretty hot too, although the reroll is really helping him a lot. So that's going to trigger Greedo's parting shot. And he's still focused. So Greedo going to play Element of Surprise on this attack. And Herbie going to play Negation. Alright, Greedo's attack. No more block tokens on Herbie's Mando. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Search for 6, 7. That's going to be 5 damage, which I think will kill Mando. Yep, so dead Mando. Traded Greedo for Mando. Not too bad. Celebration, nice. And I think they're waiting for an answer on whether Greedo was able to use Element of Surprise there before adding the points for Celebration. Yeah, she definitely can. So Celebration adds 4 points. Ooh, this is quite the eventful second round here. Okay, so both Mandos are dead. Herbie's Onar is dead. Destructor's Greedo is dead. And now it's Herbie's activation. Alright, so Claudite is activating, going to attack Destructor's Onar. It's got 5 health left. And it's able to do that because of priority target on the scout. Ooh, only doing 4 damage there. But gonna discard payback to Bib Fortuna's illicit arms to add a damage, which gets the kill. So Destructor's Onar goes down. I believe Herbie should be at, yep, that's the right score. And alright, Claudite activating for Destructor. Gonna move up and attack Miggs Mayfeld with priority target. And swapping a yellow for the blue. So gonna be red, green, blue with focus. Doing 6 Pierce 1. And Mayfeld. So Mayfeld has Return Fire. He's also going to use Droid Arm. So Droid Arm lets him spend one of his tokens to draw a line of sight from an adjacent space. So that's awesome because it lets him attack the Claudite from Dengar's space. So I think the Destructor thought he was safe by attacking through Dengar, but actually Droid Arm is going to allow Return Fire to trigger here. Pretty sweet. Okay, so focused attack with a damage power token from Mayfeld is a return fire shot into the Claudite. So I'm going to do 7 damage, which I think they only have 8 health, so he could have pitched with illicit arms there. Or are we going to get 2 tokens back with locked and loaded? And now what's happening? Why is Destructor activating Bib? Okay, yeah, it's Herbie's activation. So Herbie is going to activate Miggs Mayfeld here. I'm going to take a shot at the Claudite, which should defeat it. That's going to take him out. And then with locked and loaded, Mayfeld should be getting 2 more power tokens back. Alright, Bib Fortuna being activated by Destructor here. Going to focus Afra. Oh, he's just activating Afra because Herbie is out of activation. So Afra moving up to take control of the red objective there. And that is the end of round 2. Herbie slightly ahead on points. Both players going to draw 2 command cards. They're going to do some point scoring here. So Destructor is controlling 2 objectives, as it looks like. Oh no, he's got that red objective that has 2 on it. So looks like they're going to tie it up here at 34. And Black Market being used by Herbie, who's going to draw it for 0. It's urgency. And now Destructor getting initiative. No cards here at start of round, so Destructor's going to start. Starting with Afra. Oh, they're going to do the missions first. So it looks like red and blue again. Or no, maybe red and green? Can't tell. So I think it's red and blue. So Afra going to activate, going to move up and take a shot here at Mayfeld, who's going to spend a block token. So Mayfeld's got 5 health left. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 Pierce 1. And discarding Assassinate for Illicit Arms on Bib Fortuna. I guess because, yeah, Destructor doesn't have any more Hunters left. So that makes sense. And that's going to get Destructor over 40, and that's the game. So Illicit Arms doing a ton of work in that game. Also Mandalorian, not quite as insanely powerful as he was in 6.1 with 2 3-dice attacks with Pierce 1 each, but still definitely powerful. And that Protective Fire really coming into play there with some, I thought, some clever card play with using Bodyguard to force Herbie to attack Onar with the child overlapping him. Anyway, that was a 6.2 game. I hope you guys enjoyed that game, and I hope you were able to see some of these new cards in action, and I hope I was able to kind of keep up with all the shenanigans going on. Make sure to like and subscribe, and leave a comment if you liked the video and what you thought. All right, thanks everybody. Bye.